This man was a prisoner. Every time he took his medication, he would secretly spit it out. After confirming no one was around, he would take out the antibiotics he had stolen. Then he would tie the bottle with stolen thread, the other end secured to his teeth. Once everything was ready, Jack placed the bottle in his mouth and swallowed it whole. Next, he disassembled his lighter, keeping only the flint, which he tucked under his fingernail. After completing all this, he bound his wrists with shoelaces, then placed his thumb on the edge of the table. With a simultaneous jerk of his hands and feet, his thumb instantly dislocated, though excruciating. Jack dared not utter a sound. He knew this was his only chance to escape. Jack bore the weight of 2 lives on his shoulders. A heavily guarded convict. He had assumed he'd spend his life behind bars. But soon, a turning point arrived. Police Captain John's son had leukemia. Coincidentally, only Jack's bone marrow was a match. With no other options, John had to appeal to Jack, hoping he would donate his marrow. But to John's surprise, Jack agreed immediately, on one condition: permission to smoke in prison, and unrestricted access to the library. Seeing how simple the conditions were, John agreed on the spot. Little did he know he'd fallen into Jack's trap. Smoking wasn't Jack's real goal. He wanted the flint inside the lighter. The library visit was to steal detailed hospital floor plans. Once everything was prepared, Jack was escorted by guards to the hospital where John's son lay, but with his hands cuffed behind his back. He couldn't extract the bone marrow from behind. While everyone debated a solution, Jack had already brought the antibiotic vial to his mouth. At the doctor's request, Jack was uncuffed and strapped to the bed, then injected with anesthetic. Unbeknownst to them, Jack had already crushed the bottle and swallowed the antibiotics. Soon the doctor noticed something was wrong. According to his vital signs, Jack had not entered the anesthetic state. Just as they prepared to administer anesthesia again, Jack sprang into action. He suddenly opened his eyes wide and leaped directly off the hospital bed. Taking advantage of the ensuing chaos in the room, he immediately ignited an acetylene cylinder nearby, instantly engulfing the doctor in flames. But the next second, Jack was struck in the thigh by a prison guard. At that moment, John also arrived at the scene. Jack saw this and quickly retreated. He grabbed the defibrillator and jumped into the laundry chute, escaping all the way to the first floor. John immediately mobilized all available officers surrounding the laundry room. But while everyone was searching, Jack had disguised himself as a doctor and quietly crawled back up to the 3rd floor. He made his way back to the operating room, forcing the doctor to cut off his leg shackles. He then endured excruciating pain to extract the bullet lodged in his thigh. But before he could catch his breath, John tracked him here by following the blood trail. Jack, sensing danger, immediately took the doctor hostage. In this situation, John dared not fire. If Jack were shot dead, the bone marrow inside his body would instantly become useless. Then his son, suffering from leukemia, would have no hope.